they're going back and telling like the Smallville origin story of Green Arrow. So that's kind of cool. That's why I've got the shaggy beard going on right now. We're about ready to shoot this island thing, and kind of telling the story about how he came to do the things that he does, and then also Clark is kind of this year going to accept more or embrace more his destiny a little bit, whereas Oliver kind of shies away from the Green Arrow a little bit. He starts to question it a little bit more. So you're going to see the origin of the Oliver Queen Green Arrow, transition or story, as it were, mythology, Smallville mythology, and then kind of the trials and tribulations of it, like the breaking down of it a little bit, which is kind of cool because after all, I mean, he's human. So it's kind of neat to see, him as the underdog kind of go through that hard kind of thing that everyone goes through,
Hit that can with your arrow, and I'm yours.
Is that easy, huh?
It's that hard.
Here goes nothing.
Sorry, but I meant to say
Better luck next time, Hood.
many things along the way. This one's for you. Have I told?
I love Comic-Con. Pretty much everybody that walks up to you has nice things to say, right? So it's kind of a love fest here, and people are so into it, and they're appreciative of what you do, and it's one of the times of the year when you're offset that people really appreciate your work, and all the hard work you put into it. So it's kind of nice, like you'll be on set and you got mud on you, and it's raining, and you're freezing, and it's 4 a.m, and you're putting on the uncomfortable costume and stuff. But then you come here, and people are like, "Wow, that one scene that you did was so amazing," and that was the scene that you were, thinking about, complaining about when you were on set. So it also kind of reminds you of how lucky you are to have the job you have. So I actually did a soap opera for like 3 years, so I was kind of under the radar, but at the same time was recognized by people who watch soap operas, But if you don't watch soap operas, you would never know who I was. So it was kind of that cool introduction to that kind of thing you're talking about. But I don't mind it at all, although I can't say anything about, like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie and George Clooney and Jennifer Aniston, all those people, because I have no idea what that's like. I have absolutely no idea. I can't even imagine what that must be like. But yeah, I'm still kind of flying under the radar a little bit, so it's kind of cool. I can go to the grocery store. I don't have to worry about, getting like beat down or anything. So, and also I have a daughter, and she's getting to the age now, well, almost, where she's kind of, she understands, like she thinks it's cool what I do. Like the superhero thing. So yeah. So it's neat to be the real superhero, to your kid. It's kind of cool. She hasn't seen Smallville, like a full episode of Smallville, because there was one time where I totally messed up. We were watching a show. It's called Rage. It was 2 years ago, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, I think this is going to be a really good show. I want to see what it's about. And my daughter was there, and she was like 2. And I had totally forgotten I got shot and it was horrible. Father of the Year moment, terrible. We're sitting there watching, all of a sudden, and it's a squib, and it's boom everywhere, and I'm like, and just, she starts freaking out, and I'm like, my wife is like, so that wasn't good. And from then on, it's been like, okay, we'll watch this scene or whatever on a rerun or whatever, but the wife is like, no, we're not putting her through that anymore. Because that was like 2 weeks of asking if I was going to die. And, it was horrible. There'll probably be like therapy sessions about that later. So it's going to end up costing me millions. We did a web show called Gemini Division. And there's, I think, 50 episodes, like 3 or 4 minutes each. It's going to be on NBC.com and sci-fi.com, sci-fi-channel.com. I don't know which one it is. And I think it premieres mid-August, I think August 18th maybe. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. All green screen, so a lot of sci-fi. Yeah, everything green screen. But I've seen little clips of it. I'm not kidding you. You can't tell. Really? You cannot tell. There's a part where we're supposed to be in Paris, and it looks like we're in Paris, and we're not. We're sitting on some tiny little sound stage with a green paint behind us. It's amazing. It's really amazing. I love my job. It's incredible. I mean, come on.